Hey guys, 7-Eleven Element here, and I'm going to show you how to put a mount over your stereo to mount a tablet. And there are various tablet mounts I think out there, but I discovered this by accident actually because I bought a magnet mount for my phone, which is something like this. This is the one I just bought, but I did this a few years ago on my 03 Civic because it had this flat area here. So I mounted a magnet here and I put my phone here and I used it for directions and things like that. And the way that I discovered this is, I just had one for my phone here. Well, a friend came in the car and he said, "Where's my magnet mount?" And I had a 2-pack. So I said, "Oh, okay, so I'll put another one over here." So as I was driving around with the two mounts, I thought, hey, that's about the distance, if you measure it, about the size of an iPad mini, which I had. So I put two of the metal stickers on the iPad mini, stuck it here, and perfectly fit right over the stereo without interrupting the controls here. So that was back in 2019. Anyway, now that I have an Element and it has the same exact thing like the Civic, I'm going to do it again. So I'm just going to put two here, put the metal sticker parts on the back of the iPad, and it'll go right over this. Now I don't have an iPad mini, I have a regular sized iPad, so it's going to cover all of this, but it'll just be for example. I can always get a mini later. You can actually do it up here or down here. And this, for the 03 Civic and the Element, maybe the Accord or other Hondas that have this blank area, it's real easy. And I like the magnet because that way you don't have to permanently install your tablet and have it be in the way. You can just pop it off and on as you want. So I'm not sure if I'm going to do it up here or down here, but I'll be back in a second with it stuck on. Okay, now the magnets are installed. The ones that I had before were square and a little bit bigger, but this is just what I could find. It says Cool Pow magnet mounts. It's $12 or $14 for two. So we have one here, one here. You can angle these around. So that's one for you, one for the passenger. Put their phone up there. If you're going for a long drive, it's nice to have two, one for each passenger. And then I will show you how it looks. I put my magnet on the bottom of my phone so that I could still access the wireless charging on the iPhone. So that's how this looks. Just put it like that, angle it towards you. So when you're driving, I don't really like the windshield ones because they obstruct your view. The only bad part about putting it up this high is you're going to block the vent. So if you have the heater on, you're heating up the phone. So you may want to put it down here. It's up to you, your choice. I like it up high for directions because I drive a lot. And then, so here's the passenger side. So you could angle it towards them. Or if they wanted to show you something, you could angle it towards you. So it's definitely the angle mount's a must. And now we're gonna put the iPad. So this radio, I guess, is wider than the Civic one, because when I put one magnet on each side on the Civic, it was exactly the size of an iPad mini. And now when I put these, it's actually too wide for a mini. Technically you could put an iPad mini on just one magnet like this because they're so small, as long as the magnet is strong enough. I just like two. I wouldn't want it really off to the side. You could put your phone here and a mini here. So maybe you might need a stronger magnet, but anyway, this is what I came up with. So we're gonna make this tilt a little bit down, and then the iPad has the magnet stickers on the side. It has to be on the left side because the camera would be in the way. So let's do that. And now you can watch a movie. You can move it around a little bit. You can angle it. I like to angle it down so the bottom just touches the plastic, and that way it won't wiggle. To watch your movie, go here, and you have access to everything. So an iPad mini, I would have to see, maybe would have to be mounted a different way. And actually you still have access to the controls here, so that's good. You could run an auxiliary here into the port, the stock port, so it would go through the radio. Or I think the best solution is to put a Bluetooth adapter into the aux port and then just use Bluetooth here so you don't have wires going around. As far as charging, I don't think you would really need to put a charger here. A typical full-size iPad, if you charge it up all the way, will last pretty much all day. But if you had to, you could run this to the car charger. Or you could flip this around. If you put the magnets not on the edge like I did, if you put them if you put it here and here, it would bite past the camera. But I wanted the home button on this side anyway because it's closer to me. So that way if you want to double tap it and do something, you're not going all the way over there. But I guess if you had a passenger and it was the other way, they could be the one operating the iPad because obviously you would be the driver. Also note that if you can use this as navigation with Apple Maps. Right now it's hooked up to my hotspot on my iPhone, so you can use it for navigation. The thing is, it's actually not legal here in California. I'm not sure about other states. It's kind of a debate of why it's not legal. If you're using it for navigation, it's supposed to be okay, but they might think you're trying to watch a movie or something. I've seen people that had iPads on their car and they got pulled over because it's not a factory device, but they simply said they were using it for navigation. So that's up to you. Disclaimer, not legal, but basically good if you just want to have the option when you go camping or whatever. I mean, usually you would put this in the back, right? But if you were maybe just sitting here watching the view, throw on your iPad and watch a movie or something. So anyway, that's it. If you have any tips or tricks, let me know. See what else other people are doing with their Element, and to have a tablet mount like this, or maybe like this. But this is what I did. So thanks for watching.